Welcome to Shade in the City.
I'm Trees.
It's Nels.
And today we're reviewing another episode of Ready to Love, Season 4, Episode 10. And you know they left us hanging last time, y'all.
Wasn't feeling it.
I wasn't feeling it.
I'm nervous. Kahmil was crying. I'm a little nervous.
Let's get shady. Cheers.
I'm done watching the show.
Well, there you have it, y'all. As you can see, there's no energy here. It's a very somber mood around the lab today. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Yeah. Once I saw this, my whole mood went. Really? Do we have to do the rest of the show? But anyway,
I mean, Nye is still here. I do like Nye. But we know who my number one.
I just felt Cornelius's authenticity, if that makes sense, like his genuineness, like really wanting to find somebody and buckle down and yeah. So Kahmil delivers the news that they decided you're not ready to love based on the fact that there's no connections with anyone else and. As Kahmil,
I think at this point shouldn't even be a reason to get eliminated.
I continue to say that, but this is my first season of Ready to Love, so However, I found it funny and his reaction when Kahmil said, "Well, if you're going, I'm going too," and the look on his face.
We look a little disappointed.
I don't know.
To me, he seemed relieved that he was leaving.
Yeah, it gave me oh, this is my way out. And he did, because he even said in the confessional, he was like, but I wish Kahmil the best and whatever. He definitely thought she was going to stay and continue, and he was okay with that. Mm-hmm. Y'all, and she got in the car and left with him.
Yeah, she said she was self-eliminating.
She said she was self-eliminating. There was no other connections there for her, and that she know who she want. And she said she hoped they come back to the reunion and they come back married with kids.
And my boo said, we got to pace ourselves. Just pump your brakes, but we got to pace ourselves.
Good luck on that, Kahmil. Good luck.
So Nye and Zadia. Nye is still here. Zadia let him know that a lot of the girls feel like, he's not making connections either. But so we have Zadia and Naeem. He's still here. The girls feel that, he needs to open up more and he's not really making connections with anyone else or really trying to.
But they do feel he's ready to love because clearly he know who he's trying to do with it. We've known who Naeem's first choice was since he's been here.
We did with Cornelius, I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, we didn't with Cornelius. And it was actually funny because
we knew who his choice.
Who, Cornelius?
Yeah.
Courtney?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That wasn't his choice.
Oh.
Okay, he was trying to go with the process. I don't think neither one of them bitches.
So, as I was live tweeting as usual during the episode, it was pretty funny because one of the viewers said, Cornelius was shielding us from seeing that Naeem is just as blind and foolish. And I said, well, damn, that's kind of facts. That's kind of facts.
Some people like that, though. Some dudes like that shit. Not everybody want calm, cool, and collected. Some people want hot head.
But they're cute. They're here, and they seem like I'm feeling a little weirded out. Because we all know Naeem is here for her, but she got a whole nother connection in her.
So go on and say what you said off
Oh,
camera.
I said it and I tweeted it. I didn't ask you, but I said it. Phil, you in this scene with Shiloh, and again, I think I said something before in a previous review how I was liking to see how Shiloh was starting to open up, and she seemed like I don't know. She always seemed like a good person, but it's you could tell her guard is coming down. She's starting to be a little bit more vulnerable with Phil. And even like when
Direct. She's pretty direct.
direct and like this is what I'm looking for, this is what I want. Can you oblige? And Phil is just very let me kiss you, let me talk around what you say.
And she specifically said, "I need you to be more vocal."
And it's giving running game. It's giving running game, Phil.
Shiloh ain't here for it because she catching issues.
Yeah, she's like something's not right, and she's like, and I do believe they had this conversation about their love languages and how she's a very touchy feely person, and she's like, yeah, I just want you to show me a lot more PDA. I want you to kiss me in public. I want you to basically she wants to be out here and be chose. And the problem is Phil is juggling right now, so he can't choose. He can't have you out in the street filling up on you, and then the next day be up on somebody else. It's probably not a good look for him right now. So he's still trying to figure out who he's choosing. But behind closed doors, oh, of course, he'll love up on you. But yeah, Phil, let's give him running game. So we see Dante and Aisha continue to work on this little thing they got going.
Building this connection.
And it's cute. I'm here for it. They seem like they have it together. They discuss and revisit the trip and how it was kind of crazy, but he compliments her on basically handling herself. Basically the way
she started to go off the rails a little bit.
She did. She was about to be like, "Them bitch made me mad." I was really, but he brought her back. And it's really cute. I'm here for it. I do think the connection is valid, and I do think this audio is completely off the table at this point. She really did like. It's like Zadia looking in the rearview mirror right now. Like she really did keep that bitch in the back seat and was like.
And she said that Zadia is no concern of hers at this point. And I think he pretty much said that him and Zadia have some unfinished business.
But that's about it. If he do anything, what we're getting is that we're about to see some closure. That's what I'm thinking we're about to get, but we'll see.
So Mumin and Frank are on a super cute date.
They making DC look real good.
Real sexy, real romantic. And see, when I see DC, I just see people. People everywhere.
Okay, so as we said we said this the second review, the only thing you was missing, Frank, was a picnic basket. With some food.
With some food.
I know you got the little gelato
and
or ice flowers. Cream.
And some flowers.
See, I could have passed on the flowers, but you got to feed me like for real. Like you should have been out there with the strawberries, like that's me. You got to feed me and with the wine and the glass, and that would have sold me under a tree, under a cherry blossom.
See, I can do the ice cream with flowers.
Are we going to eat after?
You have an ice cream.
I get it if you might not want to eat outside, so we just do an ice cream for the outside.
I mean, you don't know what time of day it is. They could have just ate.
No, it looks like it's very midday, so I'm saying.
So maybe they already had lunch.
That's why we wouldn't work out. You got to feed me. So.
If we get in the same car, leaving together, then yes, I would expect dinner. But he is probably going to meet up with Sydney after this, girl.
Oh, that part. So we do see that there is a really dope and cute connection with Frank and Moon. I'm loving her look. I don't know if this is a dress, I don't know, but it was
it was pants.
Yes, but it looked, I was like, is it a onesie? What? I don't know, but it was giving.
It was cute. She looked super sexy.
Yeah, you were giving on this nice DC sunny day. I was like, okay.
I love this. I love this scenery.
It was a whole vibe. It was a whole vibe. It really spoke to kind of how they're flowing. But the only thing, and I had to ask Nels about it too, I said, he has two totally different women gunning for him right now. He has Mumin, who's like, I'm going to wait and be, abstain till marriage, and I want to make sure it's right. And then you have Sydney, who's like, let me stick my tongue down your throat.
I mean, and maybe he's doing that because, he's looking for love, and maybe whatever he was looking for in the past, it didn't work out. So
That's
maybe
true.
he's trying something different. And some of what he
we did meet the ex-girlfriend, and we know the ex-girlfriend, I think he said, was someone that he used to work with or something like that as well. So clearly,
he has
maybe that Sydney thing is kind of
his
like
comfortability.
I've been there, done that before. Let me try something.
I think that's
different.
his comfort zone. Sydney is his comfort zone. They know each other. They rock with each other. But Mumin is something different, and he likes it too. So I think he's also trying it.
Look at that.
I'm noticing a pattern here and a lot of red flags.
So can I just say, y'all, I know that last time, I don't think I was really coming for Miss Sadia. And I don't necessarily think she was coming for me. But I was told that it could have came off that way. So I just want to say that the girl really did not come for me. She actually did reply back to what I had to say. And after the fact of the previous tweet that I told you guys about, and basically was talking about how the cameraman zoomed in on her, looking all mean while she was eating her food or whatever the case may be, eating her shrimp, as she said, while she had her me mug. So she understands how this makes her look. She's not clueless. So shout out to Zadia for always responding to my tweets. I appreciate you for that.
But no, I think the point that Zadia was trying to make was you need to communicate. We're here in a process. I expect you to date other females, get to know other females, but let me know. Communicate with me. You know what? It's not just us anymore. I know we have a connection, but I'm also making a connection with Aisha so that she's not blindsided, is what she was saying. And then I did not like the fact that in that confessional, Dante...
He gaslighted her. Remember we talked about that word? Gaslight? That's exactly what he did. He tried to make her seem like she was crazy.
How am I supposed to know what she was going to say in deliberation? Sir, it's not about what she was going to say when she went in deliberation. She would have been prepared. If you would have
told me.
She would have been prepared had you communicated.
And I will say, Dante, I am an advocate for don't ever let me hear nothing in these streets about you before I hear it from you. Mm-hmm. Give me the choice to decide whether I want the respect and the choice to decide whether I want to deal with you and your bullshit, especially if I had to go out here and publicly and deal with it. Mm-hmm. And so for that, I didn't understand. But once you said that, okay, everything connected. Because yes, I would be super, super pissed about that. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, I definitely need to know beforehand, before everybody else knows. And yeah, no, I mean, but we see.
Yeah, I think had she left it like that.
Left it there. But again, I hate to say it, we had another moment of connection, Zadia. Because let me tell you something. People can tell you stories about how when I'm angry, when I'm mad, the books of text messages that I send, because I got to get off my chest, but I'm going to say what I got to say. So we see Zadia storm out, getting ready to leave, and then she's like, oh, I forgot to say this. That was so me. That was so me. I'd be fired up walking away and be like, oh no, I didn't tell you, fuck your mama too. I didn't, like I get it. I get it. And so
I think the issue was she was coming off a little bit combative with the touching of the nose and standing over him in his face.
No, she said she was giving like school teacher. Yeah. I'm gonna, smack you on the hand.
I think school teacher is not quite.
Well, not 2000 school teacher, maybe 60, 70 school teacher. Like our parents' school teachers, not our teachers.
I had a school teacher. She actually beat your ass. Oh. But I went to private school. She actually beat your ass. But no. That still ain't school teacher. She either gonna beat your ass or she gonna let you go. But that like scolding, standing over him. First of all,
that gets very mama.
Yeah, first of all, it's disrespectful when I'm sitting down and I'm calm, cool, and collected, and you're standing up, hovering over me. That's already a problem. Okay, so you're already over him, all in his face, hitting his nose, tapping his nose. I think that's the issue. It's not even that she came back and wanted to get more of her chest because he seemed like, like he said, he was like, I'm sitting here eating my vegan risotto. I see her turn the corner, come back. I guess she want to talk some more. He was down to talk, but all that, which also made him feel some type of way. He's like, basically, are you done?
See, I guess again in this moment, I gotta defend you. I'd be mad that you could even finish your meal after I served you like that. You should be so in your feelings and messed up that you can't finish your meal. You got to get up and leave.
Can't tell somebody how they're supposed to react. He has no reaction. He just told her that I'm feeling Aisha. Why is he reacting to you when he also told you that I felt like he wasn't feeling me? You pushed me to the wayside. And then she says, oh, well, you didn't give me the chance to explain. First of all, nobody needs to give you a chance to explain your feelings.
Well, I will say this.
If you're being cold, ma'am, you need to explain why you're being cold. Nobody should have to ask you. You're a grown-ass woman.
Well, okay. See,
and that's not her man. So
okay, I was gonna say because I'm the type. Yeah, I want somebody to ask me.
Your man knows you. Okay, you're in a process where, of course, if a dude feel like you ain't feeling him, okay, maybe she feeling the next nigga more. It's time for me to move on, and that's exactly how Dante felt. I don't blame him for that.
Okay, so we see. I just want to say she may not want to call. In my eyes, she's friend of the show. We see friend of the show, Sabrina, because we be going back and forth on Twitter. We be going back and forth on Twitter too, but we always have some very good conversation. And I was actually tweeting about this scene and how good she looked.
They both
look really good.
They look like they complement each other.
They do.
I love that picture.
Yes, this is a very cute union. I'm here for it, as I told her. And she just appreciated it and shouted at us out. So thank you, Miss Sabrina, for retweeting us. So we see Walter and Sabrina, they're meeting up and having this cute little date. I never been here, Q, but it looks like it's giving the Q, he said.
Q?
Mm-hmm. Like Q-U-E.
Like K?
Yeah, but no, it's Q. He said Q. I would think K too, Spanish, but no, he said Q. And it's like ramen, so it can't be.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what it gave me. It gave me like ramen, and I'm really into it, especially wintertime in DC. Get you a hot bowl of ramen, look really cute because she was like dumping the noodles in the water. It was like fresh. I was like, okay, so it's either pho or ramen. That's what it's giving. Which they're are we gonna go back to the Tarjay argument?
I was right still.
Anyway, so I say pho. She says pho.
Asians say fuck. It's their word, so.
Fuck you. Anyway. So they're all good. They get up on the conversation. They talk about how crazy it was. Walter's like, it was a very easy decision, kind of narrowing it down after the trip and really focusing on you. Sabrina lets us know in a confessional, like, although she appreciates that and is here for Walter don't really be in her phone. Walter don't really be hitting her up, don't be checking for her, and that's something that she need. And so she was like, I'm gonna give you what you give back. So
I like how open and honest she is as well.
Yeah. No, I just, Sabrina, we're here. Friend of the show, we're here for you, Sabrina. So yeah, no, and I just for the first time I was like, okay, Walter, yeah, it's giving a little like almost like Phil, like you're running game right now. Cause she says, like, I almost feel like he's settled on me, basically. And I hear you, Sabrina. Should nobody be settling on you. You should always be a choice. Okay? So I'm here for it, boo-boo. Let them know.
Here go the real playboy.
Phil. You know what I think is going to happen? I think you're going to get to the end and you're not going to get chose.
What do you think? Nobody going to want his ass?
Yeah, because he out here just loving on everybody. He for everybody. That's just what, I don't know. But we see Phil, again, looks like you're out here running game. He meets up with Sydney. They're they meet at some cute little spot. I need to find out where they were because this was a really, really cute spot. And they're just talking about their connections, and I love the fact that they're being very open and honest about who else they're connecting with, but also realizing that they're still feeling each other. So for that, I say kudos. I'll give you that, right? Um, we then see, she wants to wet his whistle.
And this wasn't no Shiloh kiss.
This was not a Shiloh kiss.
The real quick one.
Mm-hmm.
That pop kiss. They was.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I don't know, Phil.
They did ask about each other's connection with the other person. Sydney wanted to know about his connection with Shiloh. And he stated that, we have a connection, an undeniable connection, but, just like with every connection, there's bumps in the road. So he asked her about her connection with Frank.
Okay.
She's like, I like him. I love how I like him.
Yeah. She's like, no, yeah, me and Frank are good.
But she said that, she wants to get to know him on a deeper level, a romantic level. So, she let it be known where her connections are. Phil is clearly one of her connections because her tongue way down his throat.
Mm-hmm.
But I like that they were able to have like an open and honest conversation about, where they stand and, where they stand with each other. I thought that was pretty dope. That's what Zadia was asking for from
Dante.
Dante.
Yeah, no, honesty goes a long way, gentlemen. Honesty goes a long way. We are in the men's lounge
with nephew Tommy.
I
think that's why he don't. Never mind. Go ahead.
And they're at the Watergate Hotel. They are sitting here in this lovely establishment with all the bottles around them. It looks amazing. I'm jealous.
Yeah, that's a beautiful hotel.
And basically, we see the guys and they start to talk about their connections and who needs to go. And they start to give nephew Tommy the rundown on what happened and who they thought were the aggressors. I believe it was Frank that put the information out there about the Brown Girl Squad and how he felt like that could have kind of been a little.
Well, Frank didn't say that. Not about. Not where you're going with it. Nephew Tommy was gonna say that,
no, I'm saying Frank is the one that put it out there and was like, oh, the girls we're talking about. And he was like, I'm just gonna put it out, the Brown Girl Squad.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, I don't think anybody was yelling it. He was like, but it was definitely made. He was like, it was said, and nephew Tommy was just like, oh, okay, is that what we're doing?
Yeah, like basically you're excluding people now because if you have the Brown Girls Club, what happens to the lighter skinned people? And I know nephew Tommy felt this way because I believe it was last season. Where there was a situation with a woman and a guy who was in a sorority. He was light skinned and she was not feeling him, and it had a lot to do with his the fact that he was light skinned. So and nephew Tommy's light skinned. So
yeah,
of course, it made him feel a little some type of way, but Nye stood up for his
If
boo.
you need a man to stick up for you,
let me tell you something.
Oh, and nah, boo, we can appreciate that like.
Yes, thanks for liking our picture on our IG page, Shade in the City.
But we can appreciate that.
We do. And let me say something. I can appreciate the fact that you were standing up for your boo.
Yes.
Like, who don't want a man like that? She's not even there.
Not me.
She's not there. She didn't have to talk you through it. She didn't have to give you the rundown. He's like, yeah, but she didn't mean it like that, or
y'all misinterpreted. Yeah.
But boo.
He was here for his boo. He was like, what y'all not gonna do is run up here and run up on my Zadia like that.
Nice.
He had her back. And I could appreciate it. They also talk about, and I also love when he said they get around to Sydney, and then he goes on to say, well, it's just a personality thing for me. He said, and honestly, I can't even do her voice. Her voice is just
annoying.
Is annoying.
I agree. It's annoying.
She did say that a couple episodes back, and I thought she was just being mean, but I guess her and I really maybe do have a connection.
Her voice is super annoying. I can't stand to hear her talk. She's a pretty girl. I like to look at her. She's very
She's
pretty.
very pretty, very pretty.
But I would like if she kept her mouth closed.
You know, and this is gonna sound terrible, but I think I would love to see Symphony sitting in something below the knee, you know, just or right above the knee. That's all. You're a very pretty girl. I just don't think your ass always has to be shown.
You're lucky the fans are back there and they look really pretty the way they are, because I would fan the fuck out of your
I'm just
shady
saying.
ass.
I'm just saying she's a very beautiful girl. You don't always need to be. I mean, you should go. Here's a plug. I think it's Call Me Sid. She has a wonderful Instagram, but you gonna see her ass. I'm just letting you know. And then they discuss Mumin. Mm-hmm. And Mumin's name is tossed around in the bottom, you know, and they're just like, well, we don't really know what she's doing. Frank tries to, of course, jump up for her. And I forgot who else brings it back for her. You stupid. Can't get enough and love your stuff and give it up. Yeah, I lost the words, yeah. But it sounded good though. No, but yeah, Frank goes to bat. But who else has a connection? Oh, that was her only connection because it's done with Walter.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think he kind of threw her on the bus a little bit. He's done with me.
Yeah. So we shall see, guys. We shall see who's going home, because we didn't think anybody was going home, because since Kahmil volunteered
exactly.
Herself,
why do we got another chick going home, man?
That's why I'm again, guys. Please drop down in the comments. Let me know, for those who have watched the previous seasons, because am I crazy for thinking that this is nuts? That like we're now getting legit. Like I feel like Sydney and Frank and this whole like messiness with Phil and Shiloh is more. Are you doing it more for the drama or the real connections? Because we had more real connections with Zadia and Naeem, and I don't even want to say Kahmil and Cornelius, but hey, some may say that. Then what's going on right now? So it's very interesting where this is going.
I'm gonna Kahmil.
You stupid. So it'll be interesting to see like how this ends and where this goes and who actually ends up being together.
You're more than welcome to come by, have a drink with us, shoot shit, talk about your show.
That you can.
So in the bottom two, we have Zadia and Mumin.
Yep.
Phil has invited Zadia on a date to discuss why she's in the bottom two, and
unfortunately, we all know why.
Yes, it's unfortunately it's not a surprise. It's not a surprise for me. I'm sure it had a lot to do with the fact that she was a bit much with Dante. Mumin was just kind of thrown under the bus. But she sat down and spoke with Walter. I'm actually glad that they got to have a conversation.
And have some type of closure.
Yeah, they hashed some things out. He's like, I don't want to fight with you. I just want us to be cool. She agreed. And, they discussed some things.
Yeah.
So they got some closure. Now,
because she was like, you didn't even check up on me. You didn't even know where I was staying. So clearly, again, it may be editing. Because we don't see, we did see some of the sleeping headquarters, but we don't see it like that, where it clearly he was interested in where Sabrina was sleeping and what she was doing.
I think she just got the vibe that when he's alone, Mumin is who he comes to and that's who he wants to deal with. But when Sabrina's around, he completely forgets about Mumin, which is not cool. I can understand you having two connections, but we saw the piano scene. You literally act like she wasn't there. Like she even acted it out for him. She was just like, you're like you're trying not to see her, which is rude as shit. Even if she's not somebody that you were trying to talk to or you were trying to date, that's rude. Acknowledge that I'm here. And the fact that Sabrina acknowledged her and you didn't, and you're the one trying to date her, it's fucked up. Oh, that's your man's in the know. That's the type of man you like.
Don't do.
That's what you would pick.
Where's my face? If my arm was
no, leave it. It's pretty. It's pretty right here. Up. Don't fan me. Don't fan me.
Damn booster, Jesus. But yes, and so basically we see that Zadia, you gotta go. You gotta go. We love seeing you and all your fabulousness and all your yada yada. Yes, she came serving. But unfortunately, I think it was too much for the men. It was too much pressure. And maybe you just need somebody that's,
I think her and Naeem could work out.
Her and Naeem can work out.
Even if it's not, maybe long term. I think their vibe together is pretty nice.
We'll see.
The fact that he defended you, boo.
The way he defended you.
Didn't even have to talk him through it.
It was just like, no, that's I got her back. Yeah, no. That was really cute. So, yes, well, guys, that was pretty much it. But
I just have a question.
What are we doing here?
Where is this loyalty? Where are the men with this type of loyalty? Like, nah, sir. Cornelius and I is off the show, bro. I'm gonna take my ass DC. The fuck?
But you kind of are already in DC.
I'm not in DC.
But you're like around the corner.
What's your point? Oh, I need to go find them.
Oh, okay. That's what
Trust and believe. I know not every man in DC is like this. Okay.
So yes, we see Naeem sit down with nephew Tommy, and he's like, "I want your advice." He's like, "I trust, what you have to say. You've been through this process before, and what do you think?" He's like, "I don't really have any strong connections here, and I feel like now that Zadia is gone, I don't think that.
Why am I here?
Yeah, like why am I here?" And nephew Tommy, I was telling Nels, I said, he says, I don't want to say it was so profound, but it was so true. And I was like, damn, did you have to break it to him like that? But he was like,
he was pretty nice.
He was nice about it, but he was like, dude, but essentially, that's what made it so like profound, because he did it so nicely. But he was like, but dude, essentially, you were her second choice. That's why she went off on Dante. And I didn't even, from a psychological standpoint, I didn't get all that. And then I'm like, that's so true.
But remember, she even
that's why her reaction, and she did say, but see, in that moment, I didn't remember that. Her saying that, because she was so busy doing this and that you might miss that. You might not catch it. And it was like, but she did say, I was going to choose you. So Naeem was her second choice. And he was still like, nah, Zadia was it for me. So I don't.
Well, maybe it didn't click at that point.
I don't know, but I just when nephew Tommy broke that down for him, and he was like, "Well, yeah, it's still time for me to go. I've had my time here. I've grown, matured, and
more so because he didn't make other connections. Like he said, I didn't make connections with anyone else, and I don't want to do anything against
my homeboys or anything
because they have connections with their women and." He doesn't want to interfere with any of that. So yeah. I understand why he decides to go home. Our IG page stuff.
You stupid. So yes, thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode, another review of Ready to Love.
Yes, we appreciate the love.
Episode 10. Yes, and we see previews of Shiloh being all upset.
With Phil, I don't know.
It's
what it's giving?
It's giving physical.
It's giving. She gave up the cookies.
That's what it's giving. She said, I feel hurt emotionally. I said, well, I will. I don't know if y'all caught that in this episode. She did tell him, I care for you deeply. And I was telling Nels, I said, she loves him. I said, and when unfortunately, once you cross that threshold, something about love that make your ass crazy.
Can't do it in this process,
and
boo.
and I think that we're about to see her go left because Phil is the man out here, and he even said, I don't want to necessarily commit to her right now, and yeah, that's gonna make her go ape shit. Thank you guys for tuning in. We will see you next week. Make sure you like,
Comment,
subscribe,
hit the notification bell,
and we will see you later. Bye.
Front, back, side to side. Make sure you go like and subscribe. Front, back, side to side. Make sure you go like and subscribe. Hey!